well, first of all, lessons that can be learned from the pandemic, right? On the one hand, I think in the past there was insufficient coordination amongst agencies, amongst ASEAN member countries. And so a lot of knee-jerk reactions and a lot of things were closed. In some countries, for example, a lot of essential services were limited and restricted. It's a very high-handed approach. I think there needs to be now, on hindsight, a better assessment on how to manage pandemics or any kind of global crisis in the future. Secondly, I think now going forward, they need to enhance the vaccination. I think that's a given. The vaccination rates need to be increased so that they can start addressing, opening up and allowing and accepting that this whole pandemic will be an endemic issue, right? That COVID-19 is no longer going to disappear, it's going to be endemic, but managed accordingly. So it has to be very active, very hands-on, and very forward-looking in terms of the policies. I think as a whole, logistics services providers have been having a boom actually during the COVID-19 period, and as you can understand why. One, it's because B2C and online shopping has been the lifeblood of a lot of economies. When people are under lockdowns, they are unable to go out, they are unable to dine. Logistics providers have been able to fulfill the requirements of not being able to be physically present in stores to buy things and essential services and so on. So the second reason is also we have had a situation because of the lockdowns where there's been a lack of air cargo space. So as a result of that, there's been a lot of demand now on the freight forwarders to fill in the gaps, if you will, in terms of the increased need for air cargo and for trade. So for us, actually, the COVID-19 actually has been a little bit of a boom. But going forward, of course, there is a massive challenge because all the traditional customers for logistics providers, you're not so sure how their supply chains would change as a result. You're not so sure whether their tier 1, tier 2 suppliers are impacted, and how that also then will change the way companies organize their supply chains and the way they will start doing international trade. Because for us, we focus a lot on cross-border trade, right? So there is going to be uncertainties, but as always, never miss an opportunity in a crisis. For us, we are very proactive and we are very, we are very hands-on on the ground. We're very close to our customers, and we will be as nimble as possible whenever there are these changes. But definitely, this is a new normal, and definitely we need to be nimble because definitely there will be changes. My one hope is that people start, begin connecting again, right, and interacting again. For DHL, our vision and mission is always, connecting people and improving lives, and we have had to do that through deliveries and air cargo movements and transportation and so on. But obviously, there is also the human element to that, right? We work very closely with a lot of communities and where we operate, either through our volunteer programs, our Go Teach programs. We do a lot of teaching. We do a lot of reach out, for charitable organizations and so on, right? And so obviously there are a lot of people who are badly affected during the pandemic. We hope that, as things begin to open up, those who are marginalized would be helped, and those who are in need of, connection and so on, they'll be able to do that, because no man is an island. And we definitely believe that because at DHL, we feel that being connected together, connected stronger, makes everyone stronger.